So the Council of Mages has decided that breakfast must happen. That's a good thing. Currently waiting to eat my food because I have to finish this video first. That was the agreement I made with myself. So I'm going to keep it. So, we want a status update. Here's a status update. I did what I was going to do. I did what I said I was going to do, and I took some time off of work. It wasn't the time off that I wanted it to be because I had a medical issue pop up in the middle of it. And so what resulted was several weeks of me in nauseous pain and being treated for that. I don't want to go into it. Long story short, I suffered for 2 weeks. I had to take a week and a half off of work effectively, and I'm still in pain and I'm still suffering. The good news is that resulted in me going to the hospital for the first time in years and allowed me to get some tests done that allowed me to validate and touch base with my doctor about a few things, which actually gave me good news. I'm getting healthier slowly. It's just one of those things. I just got to keep going, keep working at it, and I have been. So that's a good thing. The big problem, of course, is that I didn't get to go touch grass and do the things that I really wanted to do. I ended up using all that time just to go to medical appointments and waiting in doctor rooms and things like that. In fact, if you were tracking my GitHub, you might have shown that while I was sitting in one of the lobby rooms, I literally started a repo just for an idea on how to figure out how much insurance is screwing people over. Go check that out. But the end result is that, I can honestly say that I'm in a better place because I took the time to disconnect, and my life is better because of it. Because I was able to disconnect from the internet and the YouTube stuff, and I was able to actively use that time and energy on my own environment to be able to, put it in a better place and work on a few of my own personal goals. And for that, I'm very thankful that my boss was willing to give me that time off, even though we have discretionary, unlimited PTO. It's really nice to work at a company that actively promotes the use of it. So I'm thankful for that. Unfortunately, I don't know how long I'm going to be at the company. They want me, to be clear. I'm very, very aware of how valuable I am to the business because I've been told that so many times. And I actively like the company and I like the people. But it is a startup, and there are some issues with customers that we're not able to figure out because we don't have the people. We are extremely understaffed, and unfortunately, that means I don't have enough developers to do all the work that's being assigned to us. So I need to have a discussion with my boss about that today because I need to know what their expectations really are and if they're reasonable. And if they're not reasonable, then I'll need to tell them to their face. Because that's the kind of man I am, and that's the kind of man they expect me to be. Don't be afraid to push back on your boss. As long as you're kind and reasonable, they're going to take it with a grain of salt or be appreciative if they're a good boss. And if they're angry at you because you just dared to disagree with them, then you're in the wrong company. Find a better one. This has been the Mage, the software Mage. How about this? No, I'm not the software installation wizard, just to be clear. But I do know him.